I am servant. I am Pisces. What do you think about my new shirt? Kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, don't it? Well, anyways, I said I was going to do something on the precept this afternoon, but I'm not. Not at this point. I got some downloads on some stuff that I want to tell you guys about. I had a dream last night while I was out camping out, and I'd come into this area like into a college, and teachers and people were around me. Well, most of them were like people that were stuck in place that they can only live time in one moment. Okay, like I seen these little holes that they were small doors that they was running into. Each one of them was seeing a film of something, but that's the only place they could go. Uh, then I went down to the end of the corridor, and this guy said, you need to answer that phone. You need to answer that phone because they're fixing to pass it. They're fixing to pass it. And what I was thinking, I don't know what it was that they was going to pass, but this guy was acting like a junkie, whatever they was going to pass. So I guess that what I can get out of it is that everybody out here that's staying on the internet and everything else that's going on, they're junkies and fiends over things that are happening that's not real. Okay, only thing that's real is you. Okay, you're your own person. You're your own planet. You're a God's child. So, as you're going through life, you do not have to accept nothing. Okay, nothing at all from these other people or other things. It doesn't work that way. You know, you're staying in loving God and Jesus and the angels, and you're doing things for other people. What you're doing is running those people that are around you, the people that I was seeing in my dream, you run them back to their hideouts as you're being kind and you're doing these things openly. And God's remnant is working. So each person that gets run into these things are stuck in cycles. Well, I've got to see this. I've got to see that. I've got to see this. And they're stuck. But you don't have to be. You don't have to be stuck at all. Like I said, you spill the 2 cups in front of you, you got 1,000 more filled behind you. Just keep walking in God and hold faith. Okay? The more faith you have, the more God you have, the more gifts you get, the more blessings, the more armor. And then everybody starts catching it. This is the moment that God has released the remnant. I see it. I see it clear as day. People are always trying to execute against you about things. Well, guess what? They can, and this time it doesn't work because God has pushed back all the evil, and you can be the light that He wants you to be. I can't remember. It's Malachi 4. If you go into that, and it will tell you where you're at this time, where we are at this time. Jesus is on His way back. Okay. The thing about trying to get this thing straightened out is winning souls. That's all it's about. And you having your blessings and gifts here on earth to make your life better and easier. Well, I'm not going to say easier, but just better. Loving each other, taking care of each other, and doing these things for each other, for your family. Like I said, pull the community together. Talk to the store owner. Say, hey, let's do something. Let's do something. Let's do something. Figure it out. Bring your community together. Okay, small towns. Listen, you know who you are. um, you're going to get caught up, and it's going to cost you. So they have judgment coming on them that's doing anything in these small towns against anybody. So just keep pushing forward, guys. Keep trying to make your life and make everybody's life happy around you. The other thing I was going to talk about is, Zelensky and Putin. There is no charity without competition. And they will know exactly what I'm talking about. Guys, you can be hard-headed all you want to. Look, your judgment's coming. You know what you've done. So, you might as well pull up your stakes, because you keep on going. All these children, all these people are getting hurt, and you have no mercy or compassion. Understand that you'll be laying there asleep, and all of a sudden you're going to have the fear of the Lord in your head, and He will cycle that over and over and over and over again. It's not a good feeling. So what you need to do is get out there and get mercy and compassion going. Stop the war. It's enough. Same way as in Africa. Martyring the Christians over there because they want to say that this is a religion. Everybody can share their own religion. If they want to go to hell, that's their deal, not us. We're Christians. We believe in Jesus Christ. We know who our God is, Yahweh. So what has got all this up and roar? Because the remnant is out here. It's working. It's doing its thing. They don't know what else to do except war or genocide. When you see this, that means that God is working through these people, and that you see it. You see it plainly. All these people are being pushed back, and they have to retaliate in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Well, when you're spreading kindness, when you're spreading these deals, it pokes that soul, and they got to get out. They got to either run away. Well, they'll run away. There ain't no doubt about that. But God has activated their soul. So I'm just telling you, kindness, know who you are, walk in faith, walk in God's path, blessings and gifts in front of you, and don't worry about nothing. Pre-rapture, post-rapture, when the rapture comes. I'd love to know, but guess what? Nobody knows, okay? They'll say they can get close. Look, nobody knows. If you believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, okay? He died on the cross. He rose from the grave. He went up to heaven in a cloud. Believe that He did do that. Believe that He did rise from the grave, because He did. God received Him, okay? If you believe upon that, and you walk in your faith, and you're doing good things and good things for people, no matter what happens to you, okay, your blessings and gifts are stored, okay, down here and up there. God doesn't tell you that He's going to give you this and give you that because you're doing a good deal, because that is your job, okay? It is your job to help people. It doesn't mean you're going to get any more blessings and gifts here or there. But if you walk in His petitions, statutes, and His commandments, you will have whatever you want. So, guys, just keep going. Keep it up. Y'all are doing such a great job, because I see all the pushback now. I look on things globally. I don't look at things, I do in town too, but it's minute compared to what the global thing is. EDIS, okay? EDIS. December 26th, you won't be able to go to Europe no more. because you don't have a digital pass, digital credit, digital this, digital that. So, it's coming. The hardships are coming. When I was telling y'all, I was proposing to y'all to say, have these bazaars at the church or at the fairground, invite everybody, having these different elements that you don't normally deal with, okay? Preppers, people that know herbology, people who know fruits, all these things are going to be very important to you as we go forward. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a total wipeout, but hey, it is good to be prepared. Just be prepared. Other thing, you love your parents. I know it's hard sometimes, and it might be hard all the time, okay? But kindness, 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 that's all they deserve. There's something that happened to them, there's something that turned them, there's something that twisted them. Look, you can't help that. All you can do is pray for them and keep on going. Pray for Putin and Zelensky and Russia and pray for them all, because you praying for your enemy is those blessings and gifts. You finally figure out that energy is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in your life. And as that goes, you're jumping timeline to timeline to timeline. And you finally get the big picture that you are your own world. You really are. And they pushed you so far in that you don't think that you're your own world because they've been narrating everything to you. You don't take the narrative. You go back to your history from your great-grandpa, bring it forward, okay? I promise you, they didn't take nothing. They did what they had to do. They had to can their food, bake their stuff, make their things. And that is true life, okay? The part of hand me this, give me that, go buy this, go buy that. Look at here. You're supporting the upper echelon. You can take it back. You can take your towns back. It's simple enough. You just got to have your meetings. Under God. Under the blood of Jesus Christ. Okay? Pray the blood. It will come. The people that are not supposed to be there, their eyes are going to get that big around. They're going to take off because they can't stand the heat no more. The remnant is floating. God's got his remnant floating. One other thing. Amongst 7,000 more that I've got. You are so wonderful. Kings, queens, your children. Y'all are so wonderfully loved by God. You can't misconstrue any point how everything is going correct, and then how everything falls apart, and then how everything gets correct again. You put in the time, you put in the work, you put in the deal. You put it towards God because guess what? You know who he is. You know who Jesus is. The people out there that I told you about being in that kind of that college setting, remember that all this stuff started, most of it through the colleges, because Satan had his run of it. Nobody was watching it. Everybody was sleeping on the job. I'm one of the world's worst of it, But I'm here to tell you now that those people are waiting by the phone, those people running in to see that movie, whatever it was, that's where they're stuck. And that's what they're doing out here. They're rewinding the movie over and over and over again, trying to get over on you or the next person or the next person. Well, guess what? That's over with. What I'm saying is the remnant of God is floating through here now. And anything you can do to be kind to a person, even the most hateful one, okay? He either has to flee, turn his head and run, But you poked the soul. It's woke up. Now he's got to deal with that. Okay? How you doing? Oh, kiss my. Well, thank you. I don't think I will today. Check me on tomorrow. I'll hi tomorrow. Just rock their world. They'll have to change or they'll have to move on. So just be a good person, love everybody, and do the very best you can at whatever you need to do. Kings, queens, meet in the middle, big old hug and kiss. Mwah! Love you. But just really understand that what's where we're at right now. This is where we're at, and what's going on. I was going to say something to Mr. Trump. I will tell you, there's only very few people in the world that are built like we are. You're a builder. I'm a builder. We know what tools are. We know what rods are. We know what concrete is. Nelson studs from here to yonder. So, you remember when you made that deal with Japan? And you flipped the script? And when you took it off the table and you turned and looked out the window, on the inside of you, that quiet time, that you knew that you seen what was going on, that very quiet moment, okay, remember, this is where you are right now. You're in that quiet moment. And all these people around here are trying to figure it out. And they're not going to be able to. And you're fixing to lay a shellacking on them they ain't never seen. So all I can say is, hey, keep up God's work, because your work is God's work on earth as it is in heaven. I know your clergy that's around you. Some of them are pretty good people. I know one of them for sure is. The thing that's coming for you, they've been coming for you for a while, but nobody could explain the whole deal behind it. Satan had your number a long time ago, and he was sending everything he possibly could, but God held you just like he held me. He held us all back. He kept us. Jesus kept me hid in his cloak, invisible, until it was time for me to pop. Same for you. You got 3 years and 6 months. Okay? Well, 3 years and 2 months. But you've laid the groundwork. You put in the sweat, blood, and tears. Now you need to go buy your wife some flowers. Personally go buy them. Okay? Give your queen a great big old hug. Give her some flowers. But Donald, keep rocking, because God's with you. And he'll hold you. 1 hour meditation a day, man. You got to have that. 1 hour. I don't care if it's before you go into the UN or if it's before you go talk to Putin. If it's in the middle, hey, you got to wait a minute. I got to go talk to God. I didn't talk to Putin personally, but I sent him a message, because there's no, competition. The point of understanding that charity, look, you can back up and go either way. You can have war. But I'll promise you, if you don't start your charity work, God's going to come and hammer you like you have never imagined. And that's Putin and Zelensky. The deal in Africa, the people, the Christians that were slaughtered over, it was a genocide. But look at here. Take heart, because those guys didn't get away with that. Let me tell you something. When God says judgment's coming, he's going to lay it down, and it will come. And one other thing, Donald, I remember this. It's It's trust in your judgment. But don't use judgment. Only use justice. Okay? I understand that can kind of be some hard feelings there. Forgive. Forgive and open your heart. Let it go. And you'll find your gifts laying in front of you. And just like I said, that silent part. When I tell everybody they have to flee, well, their guesses are going to trigger their things that's in front of them. And when it triggers them, they're more or less going to tell on themselves. So I want to give you a hoo-yah. Keep it up, man. You're doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, you are perfect in your own way, okay? Understand you're going to have hardships. Understand that you're going to have breakdowns. Understand that, your life's not going to go exactly the way you planned. But at this point, now, as the remnant's going, and you place your heart out there with God and Jesus, and your soul starts turning, you start gaining energy from what you're doing nice to everybody else, and you start jumping timelines, you're going to be unstoppable. And you will understand, the way I understand, that you are your own planet. The kindness, moms, dads, grandmas and grandpas, children, kings and queens, okay? When y'all put that together in love, you're unstoppable. Can you imagine the moon and the sun together? You're unstoppable. So understand the outside world is not your world, okay? You make discernment. Take an hour a day, okay, to speak to God. And then sit in silence. These things will start coming, okay? These dreams. He's talking to everybody. The ones that open their heart and say, okay, God, here I am. I'm Johnny on the spot. Let's crack the whip. Because that's how I am. I mean, he knows me. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. But guess what? It don't happen that way. I've been through the 40 days and 40 nights of the long nights, And let me tell you something. You got to be drugged through it too. And then you come out the other side, and you got a big old smile on your face just like me. And you're doing all these things that are in good statutes. You're just so wonderful, okay? You're just a wonderful person. You're wonderful things. And these bad people, guess what? They're going to run away. I got to go. Thank you, It's contagious and it's funny. But anyways, Satan's still on the prowl. He had shoved so many people that do witchy stuff in every one of these agencies. And my best solution is get a kindness instructor and put them in each office because they won't stay around long, and it's true, it's just funny. But I want to tell you guys something. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of the world. We're in it. We're going to flourish in it. We're going to begin all these new things, walking in faith, walking in God's pattern, with Jesus at our side, with all these angels on top of us. You can't imagine. I mean, well, let's put it this way. Some of you out there are already imagining, okay? And the scuttlebutt, what's going around, saying bad things about me or whatever I'm doing. Hey, I'll take that. That's armor. I'll take as much you want for me. And guess what? You're heaping gifts behind me. I'll take every one of them. I'll take another couple of million cups, please. Thank you very much. Because guess what? They're being poked. They know it's coming. They know what's coming. So I'm just saying that, You know, you people out there are the most wonderful people in the world. All of you around the world. I pray in mercy, compassion, and love. Okay? That is my nightly prayer. That's my every night prayer. For each person, sick, dying, whatever, color, creed, no matter what, Jewish, Polish, I prayed all of mercy on the whole earth. Okay? And the thing about it is, agape love and shalom peace over Israel. Because that there is God's home. Okay? That's Jesus' place. That's where it all started, originated. So understand, when you pray, pray mercy and compassion and love, and agape love and shalom peace over Israel. Because when you do that, he recognizes that you recognize where we generated from. Okay, where we all have a part and a stake in. Okay? But keep going. Just keep pushing. Guys, I want to say everything out there about you guys working whatever you're doing. You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. Take care of that family. Take care of those kids. Moms, can't say enough about you. You're the backbone, okay? You make everything work and run. And we praise you for it. We thank you for it. Kings, I just stuck your neck out there. So don't come home without some flowers or something. Candy bar. Even a Hershey's Kiss. Set it right on the table. Just any little thing to get that fire started. And you know what happens? Here comes that smothering, kissing, and loving. So you can't beat it. You can't beat it. But keep walking in God's path for you. Okay? You have these blessings and gifts. You decide to change jobs. You throw it to God. Take your hour. Take your 2 weeks. Reminisce about what you're going to do. You'll get a download. You just got to be still enough to hear it. The people out there deserve you. All you kings and queens. All of you that are good-hearted, that love God, love Jesus, and just want to be better people. And the people around you, it'll start catching. And when it does, have some fun. It's going to be fun. I'm with it. I'm with it every day. Except last night I was sleeping out there in the middle of the forest. But anyways, I woke up this morning. I thought I'd been beat. It's been years since I've been out there. But I gathered up the information that God wanted me to get. And you guys can do the same thing. When I tell you, plant your feet in the dirt, I mean, it's not a metaphor, okay? It's meant to be done, okay? Because this is your earth. This is what you're from. You're from the dust, okay? Remember your energy. Swiping that, seeing that energy. As you keep going, you just keep more energy, more happiness, more gifts, more. It just keeps building. Anyways, I got to get off here. I got you at 29 minutes. So, love everybody. Take care of your wives, kings, wives, queens. Take care of your husbands. Take care of your mom and dad. Be very good people. And remember, you are your own planet. Okay, see if I can get this right. I am servant. I am Pisces. Hoo-yah.